1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the out route to the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. 1st down, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
This defense is hanging tough, and they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. State offense heads back onto the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The shotgun handoff here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The Noles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's the running back in the flat. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining 1st quarter of play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. 1st down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the move now. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. That one right down the middle. They've reclaimed the lead with that.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
Second down play coming up.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Turns it loose downfield. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for a deep completion. The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense is out there. They're going to go for two here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he runs it into the end zone to make the margin 10 points. A 2-score game now.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a game turn on a dime like this? A pick six, then a 2-point conversion. That's a quick 8-point swing we just watched here.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Clemson offense is back out there. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. A screen to the wide receiver. The defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble. Deep ball back to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Tigers will have to punt this one away. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down in town. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but out before he gets to a plus 38.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I'll tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Swarm by the pass rush. A sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. From the shotgun, drops back. After all, that looks deep left. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive? Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop them.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Ran by the receiver. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
He'll hand it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here we go, first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I don't know if it's the defense that's impacting him, but this quarterback is really struggling. Already has thrown a pick. His mechanics seem to be off. His footwork isn't in sync. Almost threw another pick. Boy, he's going to have to make some kind of adjustments.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Moles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep downfield to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
He escapes the pocket. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He could go. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught on a comeback route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down to the 44. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter with some urgency now in this possession. They'll run it to the right side. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Brings the ball to the 39. First and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Design quarterback run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Looking downfield. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Offense on the field to take over. Hand off to the right side. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a hit on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Just trying to get rid of it. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Throws it to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Tigers will line up to boot it away.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. The Seminoles look to keep this drive moving.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And there's the handoff. Breaks an open space. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Scrolling to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Sent back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. A draw to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
An important third down attempt for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The Noles bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make a play on this return. When he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an outbound. The catch made. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense will stay on the field for this fourth down attempt. Wants to throw it. Throwing for his running back. Finds his man. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as you come up on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense is still clicking. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Clemson, 14.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be...
Looking deep down the right side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Leaning on the run game here late.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Rotates the tight end. It's complete. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. He breaks free. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here's the target, and it's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Not able to connect, incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Moves out of the pocket. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. 7th play of the drive coming up. And now the handoff. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Going after, not right through. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Clemson, 21.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship.